summer safely. Get 0% APR financing for up to 5 years on select models and exclusive lease offers.
I'm on. Actually, hello. Hey. Hi. Social media family. Whatsoever racist, but then not necessarily being whatever walks of life, like the society lifestyle preferences. And being of the old young alike, of both two sexual genders, or males and females, representing the human species and on the global community within this post 911 era of our new millennium, of this apocalyptic day and age, and whereas the doomsday clock is now at a couple few minutes to midnight compared on to our former previously prior to then. It was at a quarter for these rather bitter people at the time. Put your money where your mouth is. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I practically, my poppy got so little ass moolah to my name at the present. Well, sometimes it be like that. To the next payday or check day goes around. Okay.
Yeah, thank goodness the Chicago
Blackhawks
gone back to Ocala, but the goaltender who backstopped them to their last Stanley Cup is not.
Anyway, though, so let me backtrack here with no purpose of being else. I go on following to continue from where and when that my person had last left off, so that I could finish up as in complete a form previous prior lines on and in that saying, since the word, then what is the proper man again? The whole world who's on soul. What shall man give in exchange for itself? Money ain't everything. No, it's like pimping ain't easy.
So it's an opportunity for
neither drug pushing a dope dealer. And I don't suggest that anybody consider that as an alternative career option for either of both of those two men of which I had mentioned. Neither nor should you consider human trafficking. No. And kidnapping and raping and robbing and any guy. Okay. You need to notice what that being the title for this particular social media broadcast of mine is like saying, Okay. But let me try to go about as I would knock this out so far, the basic intro before I were to speak upon any subject matters or topics of discussion or whatever I said to be debated. Okay. Then how you all doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay. It's not better yet to be said to be feeling all right. And not best of all to be said to be feeling blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, too blessed to possibly become or be stressed. You and yours, your family, friends, hopefully me and mine, likewise as well, or all the same. Social media family. Being agile of whatever race not counting internet trolls in the negative. But then not necessarily being whatever walks of life facing the society lifestyle preferences, as I was saying earlier, because you gotta recognize and realize people, places and things being at the wrong place at the wrong time, the wrong crowd. Ooh, excuse me. Been there, done that, don't want to do it again. Ain't got too soon enough. Hopefully, if anything, it will be a long time coming. If and when. Or if at all.
Interesting combo that's coming together there.
That's for sure, right?
Some serious
We'll need to go that route. Soon
All
enough.
right, that is it for Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock.
Hope you'll join us right here again tonight at 10 o'clock. Until then, have a great
Get a hot dog to a hamburger, whatever meant as a gay joke. Some fries. Then whatsoever that being my person to speak upon, bit of one subject matter of an issue at hand. Pardon pun, none had been meant, none was intended, and no offense or disrespect is meant to be directed at any persons among the likes of past, present, or future sexual assault victims, or rape victims, and murder victims. for that matter, especially if they be of many different races, of women and children, or whatsoever, walks of life, fashion, as society, lifestyle preferences, for that last mention. But then, getting back to some such, you know,
Looking for your
as I was
mattress
saying,
match? It'll come to you in
finish
a
up.
dream from Dream Mattress
And
Studio
whereas,
at Value City Furniture, where it's all about what
regardless
you're
of, in other words, whatever
nothing more, nothing less.
given argument
And now you can shop our 4th
that
of July sale for 20%
the
off
person
all
like
Dream
myself
Select
can or
City
possibly
Rest
speak
mattresses,
upon,
plus 20%
that I speak
off all
correct, proper
adjustable
standard
beds.
English
That's
grammar,
what we call a
and of
dream
American
come
dialect or
true.
some such
Only
qualities,
from Dream Mattress
quantities
Studio
or not.
at Value City Furniture.
No, for that to be possibly considered either controversy or plague upon any given society for a country or nation that is yet to be resolved if it has not been already, or be able to speak upon a couple of few or four more topics of discussion to be gone about, debated by, you know, one in many, with many different views and opinions associated with some or such, you know, like so. Then don't kill the messenger. I'm just here to deliver, hopefully with that much less uses of explicit profanity, much rather than instead of with that much more cuss words, and therefore, so I say in addition, and hopefully that much less like someone or such one being a whom supposed to be a believing God as a Christian, aka Protestant, playing the part of the devil's advocate, as less the two he's been a prodigal son. Whereas the worst two evils is of the likes of those false brethren of religious phonies, religious church hypocrites, religious shysters, religious charlatans, religious chameleons, religious con artists, wolves and sheep's clothing, snakes in the grass, modern day religious Pharisees and Sadducees of the supposed so-called holier than thous, of the likes of the much worse or the worstest of unbelievers and unbelievers, been a deceivers who pretend to have become and pretend to be believers in God as in Christians, aka Protestants, and therefore they themselves among those to be possibly considered likewise be thought of as the worst or the worstest closet devil worshippers, then of whom make up the majority of churchgoers or whatsoever religious denominations, inclusive pulpits, members and visitors like. But then, now that I have gotten the preliminaries, being at the basic intro, oh, did I mention how and how the false brethren would likewise, well, I was saying be a whatsoever racist, you know, walks of life. Yeah, if I didn't, of course, I do something. Yeah, but anyway, now I got the basic intro out the way, you know. So let me begin this present, you know, or whatever I've said, regardless of whether or not I get paid, you know, to share with you all my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because none of y'all is like, you know, showing your appreciation for me doing so. Practically, if not possible altogether, very few, if any of you. You know, I'm not getting paid. This is my own money. None of y'all gave this to me. Or show your appreciation by giving my money's worth for broadcasting. And I have you. Because
most of my life.
mainly or mostly, that what I mean say no. That would be an understatement.
25.
And because my broadcast so far for this particular social media website address, not that I prize money so much compared to God of my own understanding, who comes first and foremost in my life. You know, all that I have broadcasted so far has been done free of charge. No thanks to any of you all, you know. And to compliment how I only have a couple few subscribers, give or take one, whatever. And more likely, more than often than not, a couple few viewers at that. So like, but anyway, though, be thankful for those among you, the lucky or the blessed ones, to hear me speak upon anything. Well, yeah, we got first dibs on my audience, like front and center, so that if and when I were to start to blow up in the social media broadcast, no, I don't mean literally actually blow up, God forbid, like a bus or train full of Jewish rabbis having been, attacked as an ambush by some Islamic Muslim terrorists for whatever races, be they Arabs or Palestinians, etc. But that is a figure of speech. In other words, when I started to become like bigger than life, is that when they say no? What can be or who bigger than life? Only God, When I start to becoming a big time celebrity, will few you of my what's it called earlier contributors or subscribers who would be able to say, well, we got first deal on him as one of our main celebrities, because we was there with him in the very beginning, through the thick and thin. We were there from the get-go, whereas, some of such others, they had come much later. We were there since day one when he first started broadcasting, before he himself had become a household name. So you all would have props, You all so far, my few subscribers at the moment, you would have, in other words, bragging rights over others. That if any should come after y'all, then they would also, if they come within this first year of me broadcasting, the others, how would they be called? Whereas you all, my first subscriber would be called the Vintage Classic audience. Any subscribers that come later, I say after a year, a couple few years later, would be called the what you call the Vintage Classic subscriber wannabes, for my broadcast. That's how I look at it. Because you weren't there with me from the very beginning when I started broadcasting for this particular social media website address app that I had become an account holder of, So any earlier subscribers, be it black, white, or green moon watchers from outer space who have taken on human form, you have the exclusive bragging rights with all the privileges that go with it. Like you get first dibs on how I could sponsor that of future giveaways and then some compared to the other ones. So just bear with me, all right? I mean, looks like it's gonna take quite a while to get there on the top, become one of the top 100 social media celebrities, not just one of the top 1,000, but one of the top 100. But you see that I'm down here, as low man on the totem pole, trying to think to climb the ladder to celebrity success. So just bear with me, Get you to think about some sort of one-liner from a vintage old classic Godfather movie flick. How did he put it? Don Corleone was saying to his father, when his father said, Vito Corleone, he said, I wanted you to become a mayor, maybe a governor maybe even the President of the United States of America is saying more or less, so I paraphrase it, not quote exactly, and where Don Corleone has said to his father, Vito Corleone, don't worry, Pops, we'll get there someday. And then after that, the dialogue was like, now, when you become my successor, there will be certain ones that you're going to have to watch carefully. That much more, because they want to see how you respond and react or reply to the upcoming fiasco that is being gone about as the present given on time, where there's just so much turbulence in the atmosphere, in the air, with the many different factions attempting to push out the rivals and attempting to claim territory, as well as attempting to get more medals and merits. And even so, there are different families contemplating, going about engaging in an official Don Mafioso's marriage with another family. Blah, blah, blah. So my earlier subscribers, you may kiss my ring. So much for that. I better quit while I'm behind, not ahead with that, because I don't know, certain law enforcement officials could possibly observing my broadcast of social media and then want to attempt to peg me the wrong way, attempt to have me share a cell with either Snoop Doggy Frog Hog or El Chapo Boppo Glue Man. El Chapo Boppo Glue Man, if you know what I mean. Read between the lines, fill in the blanks is what I mean to say. Somebody, would you please give him a good book, God's Word, the Bible, the basic instruction before leaving the earth, regarding making reference to salvation and deliverance in Christ our Lord and Savior, Messiah, deliverer. I mean, imagine that. They won't even give that Mexican drug lord a Bible in jail in a can. I mean, what harm is that going to do to give him some stuff? Oh, well, he could use the paper to write down certain orders of his to his generals and lieutenants and foot soldiers and so what? Regardless of whether or not that man will read the Bible to try to get close and try to get some peace of mind for himself. You cannot deny him the right to possess God's Word, the Bible. If he makes a request of a prison chaplain for one, that's going contrary. That's contradicting democracy, a democratic republic, Whereas anybody, American citizens and or foreigners, is supposed to have certain inalienable rights and privileges. It just gets me to think about, as I reflect upon President Donald Trump having our own U.S. American police and military sprayed peaceful protesters with tear gas, where that was not using diplomacy, being of which constitutes as well as complement a democratic republic or democracy as we have it for the North American continent, for our own country and nation as we have it being of the USA, United States of America. That was cold-blooded, But I ain't going to go there so far as to speak on him at the moment so much. He got enough on his hands. How he should have put Kathy Griffin in the can, And I'm not trying to share a cell with her because, the First Amendment rights to our Constitution is not always protected. if you know what I mean. Get a clue. They got this here thing called the Patriot Act, whereas you don't want to be, mislabeled as some kind of terrorist threatening the U.S. government, threatening to overthrow it. You know what I mean? You'll be surprised about that Patriot Act, though it can't really go into that all depends, I mean, if you're a terrorist, though, they can hold you indefinitely in a jail cell. That's like if you are as well as if you are a serial killer, a mass murderer, whereas you may well consider how likewise if you are a serial rapist, after a while society will get sick and tired of you going about acting like you're a law unto yourself, or if you like a gangster or hoodlum playing both fields, talk about baseball, like Whitey Bulger, up under police protection, and all the while he was, knocking off, bumping off his rival hoodlums of his, rival gangsters. Ain't that something? Oh, well, so much for that conversation. Getting back to some of such other songs. Let me see what I do for the day. Okay, I got up. I don't really want to go into my daily regimen. There's really no what you call. There's nobody's business. Really no need to. It's really nobody else's business. I ever said. But I could speak upon something such in vague, if not in specific details. Probably consider. Yeah. But anyway, though, okay, I got up. Regardless of whether or not I woke up late today, regardless of whether or not I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, I did feel pretty great. Pretty I don't know, something in the air and the water, I don't know. But then I very seldom drink tap water, unless I really have to on short notice for an emergency situation if I don't have bottled water. But anyway, though, I stepped out. Oh yeah, and one of these proverbial neighbors from hell was carrying on with one usual going on like what you probably heard in the background, disregard him, he's an idiot, just have to pray for the enemies, But I woke up and I stepped out of my pad and I stopped off at a free eating spot of a soup kitchen, Moonlight in food pantry. And I got back on elsewhere. I checked on one of my OGs, any real man going to check on, relatives and friends amongst family, especially if they are females. And then pretty much, I don't think I did much for the day. Oh yeah, I stopped off at a fast food place, got me something to eat. Then I head on back to the pad only after having damn near, excuse my important friend, but only after having practically my pocket got run into by some speed demons on the road trying to be funny. Regardless of whether or not, no, more than like more often not, I did have the right of way, the green light and everything. How some of these drivers are on the nation's streets. They just want to act like some real, poop buster, pissants, And unfortunately, it was like mainly or mostly other black males of the same sex, geeking and tweaking, tripping. I'm like, wow, are you serious? They're like overgrown baby boys, that's so immature, ignorant, and saying, in other words, stupid six. This is rude. Running out. Just get me to reflect upon, or as I I am reminded of a situation, of a case or so involving police officers or cops and some of these riffraffs out in the street. And there's more than quite a few of them be behind the wheels of 2-ton automobiles or motor vehicles, misbehaving like speed demons on the road. So these two police officer cops, it was an Irad, right? And some riffraff was in a joining or some other rad. And like the police officer, this is supposed to be a true story, you know. It's supposed to be a news report back in the day. It wasn't that long ago, but wasn't most recent either. But anyway, the police officers were en route. 2 male police officers were en route to get to a police station then because they're supposed to give their witness, you know, within a court of law. And the 2 riffraff, they want to speed down the street and then call themselves. That's what I mean. You know, that's from my street slang. That they want to come off like they're attempting to meet the police officers off at the pass, you know. So they like doing a U-turn right in front of the police squad car, you know, trying to be funny. Then they're supposed to say something to the police officer, like, you know, don't go to court, you know, you'll be sorry, something like that. A police officer ain't worried about them, you know. Then they could have arrested them then and there. I forgot how it went down, but that's what I gathered. So there's no gang bigger than a police department for any city, suburb, or rural township. I like it. And that's a foolish move. Now, you gotta be thankful them police officers and then draw their revolvers on you. Like, get out of the car, get out of the car. I mean, how stupid can you be? You threatening some police officers? Really now? Now you must be retarded. You know, that's how I look at it. You know.
Yes, 1T.
And these were some black males, Deacon and Tweaky, tripping like that. Just getting me thinking about the old school hoodlums or gangsters. I partially agree, if not agree altogether, that they should let Larry Hoover and Jeff Fort out of the can. Because they practically, if not possibly, harmless altogether, you know. And then they should let some old school members of the old school BPP, Black Panther Party, out of the can. You know, there's like the original BPP members that was carrying weight back then. They're still in the can then, because I don't know. You know, it's like the government, you know, is really quite fearful of them. Either that or the government, they fear that either quite fearful of them, how they could be like the counter rivals to some or such. I don't know. I don't think they were that big. They blowing it out of proportion at their gang banging affiliation of the gang organization, you know. Or they figure that maybe more than quite a few, you know, of G-men or police are in cahoots with the gangs, that they could be on a payroll and could expose them and could lessen the credibility of a police department or so here and there, you know. Whatever the case is, though, they won't let Larry Hoover or Jeff Fort out of jail, neither nor the old school members of the old school BPP, Black Panther Party, you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, they need to take a good look at themselves, look in the mirror, and throw more than a few of their own in it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, because I really support the police. Not each and every police officer. I can't. Nobody could. But I'm saying the cops that are doing the job they get paid for. I'm not talking about the dirty cops. I care less about the dirty cop. I could be like practically like to the dirty cops, you know, but I ain't gonna go there. I'd be like, I need to take a hike. We're gonna call in for sick leave, you know what I mean? Because peaceful protesters are protesting against y'all. You know, call in for sick leave, knowing that you're not sick, then go ahead, do that. And while you're at it, pick up your pink slip of unemployment, you know, because we don't want you on a major police force or even that or a major or minor one if you're going to act so unprofessional, you know, as a means of a counter protest to peaceful protesters protesting against, you know, excessive force or police brutality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not that all police officers and cops are bad. I mean, there's more than quite a few of them, of the others that's out here trying to do their job, trying to, you know, catch the usual suspect and public enemy number one who are, you know, threatening the security, the safety of their fellow American citizens and our foreigners, especially when it comes to the likes of male sexual predator, alpha monster characters, as I believe, I'm sure others would agree with me, compared to how still there are others that would disagree or tend to differ, that the majority of rapists and pedophiles are of males. And more often than not, a lot of them be moonlighting as male voyagers or peeping toms, you know, not only in a much more traditional way, looking through windows that they're not supposed to be looking through to spy upon some such other, but also for that the different social media website addresses, especially when it comes to that being which is of a pornographic nature. And they be, you know, really geeking and tweaking, you know, choking their chickens while they eyeball females, you know, and contemplating how soon can or could they possibly add another notch to their belt of having sexually assault or raped somebody, you know, since that last time. Whether it be like the real life Quagmire. Get thinking about all kinds of different races of bootylicious, beautiful, and or cute. Born and raised female person representing the opposite sex, a grown adult woman, well, hopefully only a grown adult woman, but unfortunately that's not the case, because many a male sexual predator, alpha monster character is into children as well as women. And it don't matter, be children are girls or boys. And a lot of faggots are closet gay pedophiles, to be compared on the gay pedophile Catholic priest, you know, as the average Catholic priest who is gay is a pedophile. No, that's not the half, brother. Rather, what I meant to say, and whereas the majority of Catholic priests are of the likes of some such gay pedophiles, many of whom have card-carrying memberships to NAMBLA, you know, either that meaning the North Atlantic Men Boy Lovers Association or National Alliance of Men Boy Lovers Association. Yeah, so much for that conversation or whatever I said. But then, you know, speaking on kind of a lighter note, I guess I've seen more than quite a few bootylicious, beautiful, and cute, born and raised female persons representing the opposite sex of whatever loss of life, fashion, society, lifestyle preferences, as well as, you know, whatever races. Again, that's a word about woman. A born and raised female person representing the opposite sex. And you see those cat prints of theirs and those shorts and little dresses and skirts. I'm gonna make you wanna, you know, do the physical gesture to complement the verbal sentiment or expression. Reach out and touch, grab a handful of buttocks squeeze the charm. Better not do that if they got a boo with them. You better not even do that if they bat them by oneself, this one and that one. Otherwise, you will be going to jail. You know? It's called assault, you know. Unwanted and unwelcome touch, you know. Okay.
We tend to call them koala bears. I know
But,
they're marsupials.
They are marsupials.
yeah, I mean, I seen this one white girl,
They are considered
a
vulnerable
Caucasian
to
woman
not
wearing
endangered,
shorts
but
with her
they're
Daisy
definitely
Dukes
susceptible
hanging
to
out.
some of the threats that endangered
know.
animals in Australia are.
Whereas, you
Good
know,
time of day would normally Burley be taking.
if I wasn't
He would
like
probably be
a
taking
male
nap.
that
He might have just
believes in
enjoyed
the
a little
rights
bit
and
of
privileges of
breakfast.
others,
These guys sleep
was
about 18 to 20 hours a
was
day. They
should
eat
come off like
breakfast.
one of them
Really, kind of
super
nutrient
freak,
poor item for
what
eating,
you
and it
call
takes
it,
a long time to digest.
you know.
So that's why they sleep so much.
Whereas some of these characters out here, males feel like some would run up on a woman like that and grab her butt tops, squeeze the charm. More likely, more often not, only when she herself is alone, you know. What they call goosing a woman, you know. That it be like reach your hand down between woman's legs, be like from there getting touchy feely with your hand touching their, you know, private parts of the crotch area. You know, mainly that being of their cat. Like, they're wearing panties or not. Like, attempt to see how bushy it is. You know what I'm saying? Then you could do some serious time for that. Even so, not to mention if a male sexual predator animal monster character were to literally or actually attempt to scope, stalk, and then sexual assault or rape. You know what I'm saying? Then a lot of these damn gay guys make me feel like a choir boy who has been vamped upon by a gay pedophile Catholic priest, when they themselves can or could possibly have much more than enough standing room areas available onto them, and likewise they be said and stated for the record that they themselves can or could possibly have more than enough. Did I say already standing room area available onto them to stand in? Yeah, I think it did. Then where they could likewise have more than enough seating room plan arrangements to sit themselves down in some of such, you know. And likewise, as it would be for primitive properties of the many different bus and train routes for mass transit or public transportation system, then likewise it can or could possibly be said for the atmospheres of places of businesses, premises, properties, real estate, be it public or private, a facility or facilities being of the same of the said question of the previous property. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But then, y'all, I think I'm just going to wrap this up. Not that was what I was meaning to speak on so much at the moment. So far as, you know, the likes of sexual assaults or rapes being perpetrated by some of such Neanderthals of Stone Age caveman characters. But then I say to you all here now, and I'm going to close out. That is, and as I would usually give the conclusion as well, give the intro and speak about some such matters, you know, the subject, bit of one or a couple, 3 or 4 months. Then if you haven't gotten your salvation, if you haven't got Christ in your lives, I will hope that you can think to do so now while the blood is still running warm in your veins, by recognizing or realizing what he himself had done or did upon the cross of Calvary and Hill of Golgotha, suffering at the hands of some such Roman soldiers up on the orders so they would disappear, being a fascist, then nevertheless, whereas he himself had went to the cross of Calvary to become, or to be that perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. So that then was being whatsoever racism or whatever walks of life, fashion, society, lifestyle preferences, being of the old, young, like both two sexual genders, living in the global community within this post 911 era of a new millennium apocalyptic day and age, in which the doomsday clock is now at a couple few minutes in the night compared on to how formerly previously prior to the end was according to that for these rather biblical prophetic times were to profess some such faith in him, whereas from there, we will become and be blessed in one regard or another, more ways than one. First and foremost, with that being of his salvation, which is the only means by which any of us can or could possibly hope to get into the kingdom of heaven once we're to make that transition for the great beyond the hereafter. The second of all, with his deliverance while we are still here. But first of all, you have got to get his salvation before you can or could possibly become and be blessed in any regard. Otherwise, you have nothing coming so far as blessing is concerned. Once you were to make that transition for the hereafter, the afterlife, for that some such good long time. Whereas, your final destination of outcome will result in developments of your having denied the Christ to come into your life or continue to refuse him as your own personal Lord and Savior, to accept him as so, because you would have rejected his salvation as sin last thought, since word. Whereas from there, you'll wind up or end up, however said, lake of fire, damn hell, with the rest of the unbelievers and unbelievers, unsaved ones, to be tortured and terrorized by the devil and his demons forever, compared unto how we, being a believers in God, as Christians, aka Protestants, will be across the great divide that separates heaven from hell. For that is something such a given long time, where we ourselves, much rather instead, will be beyond the pearly gates, in the company of like-minded believing guys and Christians, aka Protestants, and the presence of God is angels otherwise. You know what I'm saying? I pity the fool who does not accept Christ as one's own personal Lord and Savior before it becomes too late, for tomorrow is not promised unto anyone. For there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the ways thereof are the ways of death. And it is appointed unto man to die, but after this the judgment. You better recognize and realize this ain't no joke. You don't accept Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. Every day and on night you put it off just brings you closer to a lake of fire, damn hell. Because God is not to be mocked. What you sow is what you shall reap. You hear what I'm saying? I mean, that's the bottom line. And there is no person in hell that doesn't wish to get out of there. You hear what I'm saying? Because every and all persons there be wishing that they had never went there to begin with. With the majority of people, persons who go to hell are there to stay, compared to a few otherwise. Being those persons who have become subjected to experiencing one of those beyond and back experiences, and through the good graces of our Lord and Savior Christ, the Messiah Deliverer, they would from there be permitted to exit that place of torment, that's altogether different from the place of peace. You hear what I'm saying? Hold that y'all.
The Johnson family. And you didn't have one jump shot also.
It's not about the acquisition. All right. The family is known for our form. Look at that. Look at that elbow.
Then I think you all get the general idea of what I was trying to say. I hope that you all have made use of it, some, not all of such that was said,
You were not in Rome.
Because,
You're in LA.
you never know what hell could really be like until you go there. Hopefully none of you will, because it's bad enough to have to become subjected to experiencing any sort of type of hell when this world is enough of a hell at times. Yeah, it would be bad enough to have to become subject to experiencing any kind of hell in this world and to go to the real hell elsewhere.
But you know what? The company that
You know what I'm saying?
millions of dollars.
I mean, you gotta recognize and realize, I mean, the more you put it off, the closer you put yourself in a predicament of being next to the lake of fire, damn hell, and then be thrown in there, I mean, when you're on your last journey of life, just keep denying Christ the opportunity to have you be blessed with an opportunity of heaven.
I don't buy into that. I think what you should be doing,
I mean, it's not so much as you're doing him a favor, by showing him how persistent you could be in denying him interest into your life. If anything, you're doing yourself a great disfavor. You're putting yourself at a disadvantage, Okay? I mean, very few recognize or realize that whenever they go about continuing to reject Christ's
And then the
salvation.
Creator saw that
You know,
Leah was
I mean,
hated.
it's ridiculous, you know. It's truly ridiculous.
A divine
The way
restraining order
some
is
people
a
just continue
restraining or protective
to
order
go about their
that is
lives
issued
and not
by the courts
give
of heaven
God a thought
to protect a
to,
person of destiny,
you know, consider whether or not what he says is true or the fact of the matter, you know. Then we believers walk by means of blind faith. You know, I mean, there will be many times that any one of us would have an opportunity to spend quality time with God, but there are so very few of us then who would actually consider doing just that, you know. And that's really sad. You know? I mean, life is like a vapor. The longest any person can live is about 120. You know, nowadays, you know what I'm saying? But that's nothing but a drop in the bucket. You got to consider eternity. That's time without end. You know, I mean, I don't, you know, profess to be any kind of Bible scholar, but I believe what the good book says, God's word, you know, Bible. Basic instruction before leaving earth regarding making reference to salvation and deliverance from Christ our Lord and Savior. You know what I'm saying? Although there are times I've been playing the part of the devil's advocate, and less to the prodigal son, you know. But fortunately for me, being that my person like anyone else of that nature can make amen at some such a given moment in time. You know what I'm saying? Not like the unbelievers, religious church hypocrites, you know. I mean, they can't even so much as, you know, fake deliverance like they could to, you know, have others believe that they have it, you know, not to mention salvation, how much less. Well, they can fake deliverance, but that's all they can do, you know. But they cannot fake salvation, you know. Okay, yeah, even they of the unbelievers or false brethren can fake deliverance, not to mention prodigal sons and daughters. But no unbeliever and non-believer can fake salvation. You can do a good job of faking it if you want, but that don't mean that you're going to go to heaven, because you can't fake salvation, you know. Sure, you can fake deliverance and make a good show of it. You're trying to impress, you know, an audience in this world, you know, but you're not thinking about your life for the next one, see. But you cannot ever fake salvation. You all take care and be safe. Be blessed, not stressed. Peace and love, joy, and happiness. Hopefully we talk again. But that is something that's given a long time. John 3:16.